AD. And the Renaissance, let's just put the 1400s AD. That's a pretty long time period, guys. I mean, you're looking at nearly 1,000 years. Does anybody know what they end up doing politically in Europe? I mean, you don't have an empire like the Romans.
A lot of kings.
Okay, kings, and we've got knights, and what system are they?
Landlords.
Okay, well, landlords are just lords. Okay, what's that part of? Okay, now in China they had the bureaucracy, the professional government workers. Does it sound like Europe is very organized? What do you say? Basically what happens is Europe is like, a glass bowl. And when Rome falls, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. And it's very fragmented. You ever heard the term feudalism? Okay, where you have kingdoms. And within the kingdom, let's say I'm the king, then for me to rule my kingdom, I give each of you a little piece of the kingdom, and you're a lord, okay? And what can you do to your little piece of the kingdom? You can rule it, but you can divide it up because you can't really control all that, so you have lesser lords under you. Who do you get to do your fighting? Because is there a professional army? You get the knights to fight for you. I want to zoom in on that. As you're logging in, I'll just sort of run through it with you. The Middle Ages we talked about, sometimes it's referred to as the Dark Ages. You're going to download the unit essential questions, which, by the way, I don't have up there, so I'll have to do that. Don't worry about doing that today.
But isn't that what this is?
But you need to have a digital copy as well. But I'll put that up later, so don't worry about that. Okay, and there's a section that I want you to read there, read through, okay? It's divided up, and I want you to come up with a visual representation of the Middle Ages based on that particular article. Let me just show you real quick. If you scroll down, there's some video clips which you don't need to really watch right now, but if you will scroll down here, if you want to make that larger, you guys know in Chrome you can go up here and zoom in. If you want to copy and paste that in a Word document. But you notice these segments, the Middle Ages, birth of an idea, the Catholic Church, rise of Islam, the Crusades, art and architecture, economics. If you will read through that, and then based on that, that's what I want you to do your visual representation of. After you read the article, okay, you'll go in, and this is, if you go to the home page here, you have to create an account, and they'll ask you to upload photos. So what you'll probably do today is just read the article and then start, guys, saving the photos as JPEGs. Don't just copy and paste. You have to upload them and make sure they're JPEGs when you do that. I'm not worried about citing it.
Well, how do you do that?
How do you
What do you mean?
JPEG?
How do you
upload it?
Okay, how do you say, so let's say we go to Google and let's see, Knights. And I click on images and I'm like, okay, this looks like a pretty cool picture. I go right click and notice it says save image as. Now sometimes they're GIFs that have animation and movement. You don't want those. And notice right here, save as that type. If it's a PNG file, I think that will work too, but JPEG is probably the best. And then you save it, make sure you know where you're saving it, okay? And then once you've got a collection of them and you've got a way that, you sort of figured it out, then you can go make your photo peach. But I will give you probably 30 minutes on Monday to do that, okay? But go ahead and start on that, and I'll come around and help you if you have technical difficulties. The first part should be reading that segment on history.com.
Just that segment?
Yeah, just, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 6 sections there that give you an overview. And that's what I want you to read, and then base your presentation on that. Just Well, I mean, what, there's 6 sections, so maybe 1 picture per section or 2, I mean, it just depends.
And there has to be words to explain that.
Yeah, you need to put in some words, it's a slideshow, okay? But let's have some quiet time so we can read, okay? So you can get an idea, and this is just a quick assignment, so it's not a test grade, just your idea. Now, to make sure if you're finding images, make sure it's based on that reading, not just some idea in your head about the Middle Ages, okay? And it would work probably quicker if you just break down each segment, try to find an image or 2 for that, sum it up. And like I said, we'll give you some time Monday. I mean, if you want to work on it at home over the weekend, you make your photo peach account. I mean, you don't have to save. I mean, it's saved there. You can get online at home and access that. Jet. Let's take about 10 minutes. Maybe you can get started saving some images. Okay. Once you finish reading. Okay, guys, so based on the reading, any surprises just as you keep working? Any surprises from what you read versus what we thought was true? Yes or no? No?
Oh, wait, yeah.
What were some surprises?
That it wasn't all bad, like it wasn't.
Okay. That the Middle Ages weren't all bad. And those little divisions there will look like, for example, the Islamic empires. We'll focus a little bit on those guys and how advanced they were and their role. We'll look at the Crusades and the role of the church. So what you're reading there pretty much gives you a glimpse into what you'll study over the next 8 days, 9 days. Have about 6 minutes, so if nothing else, if you get photo peach set up and you start saving. My plan, 30 to 45 minutes on Monday. So you should have plenty of time to get things finished. and, go ahead and put those up. Like I said, we'll go back, and what I really want you to keep in mind is think of the article and make sure you take ideas from it, sort of like a summary, and then we'll post them on the wall, and we'll let you look at each other's photo peaches. We'll show you how to embed them if you don't know how to do that, so you don't have to click on links and all that.